Hello, my name is Kamani, and today I'm going to be speaking on black men who prefer another race over their own. So, if you are sensitive and if you're not this type of black man, then this message will not be for you. It's not going to be for you, so don't get triggered, don't get upset if you know that you're not one of those black men, okay? So, this message may offend some may get triggered. Okay, if you're easily triggered, then guess what? Don't watch. I'm still going to speak my mind. I'm going to say what should be said, what needs to be said. Okay, let's get right into it. So, for those black men who prefer another race over your own, okay, you date outside of your race. Okay, cool beans. Love who you love who loves you. Nobody has the issue with it. This is where the problem comes in at. Stop saying or stop making it seem like black women have a problem or feel some kind of way because you choose to date a white woman or you choose to date a Hispanic or a Latina woman, whatever you prefer. Your preference is your preference. Nobody is, mad at you for that. Nobody is upset at you for that. Honestly, we don't give a fuck. We don't give a damn. We don't give a rat's ass. Okay? Let's make that clear. Okay? The issue is you can feel free to date whoever you like, whoever you want. You can still date whoever you like and whoever you want in a respectful manner without putting down your own race. You cannot be a black man that comes from a black woman, but yet put down black women. Make it make sense. Who struggled to take care of your ass, who got up day and night, in and out of hospitals with you when you was a child, when you was sick, missing work to take care of you, busted their ass for you, and you grow up disrespecting black women when you came from a black woman. That doesn't make sense. Or you choose to go date a race who don't like black women. You choose to date a Hispanic woman who don't like black women, or you choose to date a white woman who don't like black women, but your mother is black. Make it make sense. Or you co-create with that person. Their kids are black, but you don't like black women. Make it make sense. It doesn't make sense at all, okay? You can be with whoever you want without putting down another race. What you guys like to say, black bitches and black hoes. The self-hate is real. The self-hate is real. You hate yourself. You hate yourself, and you are part of what's wrong with America. You are the reason why America is the way that it is. You're part of that reason because you promote self-hate. They know this about us. They know that we hate one another. We hate ourselves. Well, not me personally. I'm just speaking of the race, in general, because I can't relate. I'm not. I don't do that shit you guys do. I'm not one of those black people. But however, they know that we as a people, you tear one another down. You hate on one another. So what better way to destruct and destroy a race than to pit them against one another? Like during slavery, how they made the black men fight the black men, and one of them had to end up unaliving each other because they pit them against each other and made them fight in the rain like they pit bulls, like they dogs. But you have been deprogrammed. You have been mind manipulated. You have been blinded. You can't see the truth because you're so ignorant. You're ignorancy. You're very ignorant. And you love to say, oh, you black bitches. You mad. You know what I'm saying? You on welfare. You on welfare ass bitch. You on Section 8 ass bitch. Food stamp having ass bitch. Let me tell you something. That shows how ignorant you are. There is a lot of black women who are very successful, who have degrees, who are doctors, who are lawyers, who run successful businesses. Many black women, okay? So all black women are not on Section A. All black women do not get food stamps. Just to, because I'm one of those black women. I'm a black woman who is not on Section 8. The house that I stay in, the place I stay in, I pay that shit with my hard-earned money. I get that shit out the mud. This ain't no Section A, baby. And I'm black. I go to the grocery store spending $400 or $500 on grocery for me and mine. And guess what, baby? with my hard-earned money. It's no food stamps. However, I just went to Walmart spending my money, ran my card with my money. However, in front of me, and it's no shade, but in front of me was a Hispanic woman who was using food stamps. But you think that it's all black women that have food stamps, so for some reason you think that Hispanics don't get food stamps and housing. You think that whites don't get, food stamps and housing. You think that only black people, all black people get food stamps and housing. It shows just how ignorant you are. Okay? See, society has made you think that your black women are nothing because you was programmed like that. We were programmed to feel like black men and black women ain't shit. Because see, the goal is to take the black man out of the household. That's the goal, to take the black man out of the household. So if you take the black man out of the household, or you affect the black man's livelihood where he cannot provide for his family, he can't amount to shit. You fuck up his record and all that, it will make the black woman look at a black man like, bitch, you ain't shit. Let me go over here and date this. Let me go over here and talk. Let me go and date somebody. Let me go over here and talk this person over here. So they break you down and put you in chains and put you in the system and put you in prison bars. And when you get back out, they say you got another chance in society, but in reality you don't. So now you look useless and you're nothing because you can't get a job that amount to nothing, that pays nothing to take care of a family, which makes your black women look at you some kind of way. See, it's psychology, it's mind shit that you don't understand, you don't get. So you walk out of the household, leave your black women that you claim have baby daddies. Why are black women with baby daddies? Why? And instead of fathers for their children, why they just have baby daddies? That's a you problem. That's you. You're the black man that left your baby mom to take care of your child by her fucking self. To have to work day and night like a fucking slave. To feed your own. Staying up late at night when that child is sick. In and out of the hospital with upper respiratory infections. Because when they small, when they really young, until their immune system get immune to the germs and shit, they stay in and out of the hospital with upper respiratory infections and shit. So you got to miss time off from work, okay, to tend to your child, right? To tend to your child. She got to try to find babysitters and stuff like that to take care of your child. Because you ain't man enough to step up to the plate and take care of a human being that you created. What type of man can lay down and co-create with a woman and leave her to take care of her child or her children by herself? It's okay if you don't want to be with that woman, but you still take care of your responsibility. Who can sit and go to sleep at night, lay down in the bed, knowing that they have a child with their blood running in their veins, and not give a fuck who's harming them, who's mistreating them, not care about what's being done to them, what's happening to that child, and leave them out here in the world for wolves? Because we all know, ain't nobody gonna love you like your mom and your father. The protection, love comes from your mother and your father first. But I see why you're the way you are, sweetheart. Because what? You treat your black woman any type of way, you gotta down her and say she ain't shit. Because why? You saw your daddy treat your mom like shit. You saw your daddy cuss your mom out and call type of bitches and hoes in front of you as a child. You even saw your mom saw your dad raise your hand at your mama. And treat your mom and dad like shit. And thank God I'm not one of those black bitches. My dad never raised his voice at my mother. He's not that type of man. My dad is not confrontational. And he's a black man. He's not one of you. My dad never gave us whippings and spankings. And I turned out just motherfucking fine. I turned out just fucking fine. My dad never called my mom all kind of bitches and hoes. What, your daddy didn't take you on to spend time with you, take you out and spend time with his son? So you mad and you angry at black women? Because what your dad didn't do for you, your mom had to step up to the plate and do, but yet you angry at your mother. You mad at the one who had to sit there with your ass. because your daddy couldn't. Because his mama's always with daddy's maybes. That's a fact. Because when your daddy ain't there, your mama for sure gonna ride for you. But you can down and you can put down the woman who birthed you, the women who have your children, knowing that having a child is a life or death experience, and you can't show her some decency, some respect. Make it make sense. I feel sorry for you, sweetheart. I feel sorry for you, baby, because you're lost. You're a lost soul. And you want to talk God. It's always God. You think the God that sits high and look low, you think that he tolerates your bullshit? The same women that you're putting down is the same woman or women that God created, because God created us all. And you think you can sit at the gate to go into heaven. You can sit at God's gate, and you think you can look at God in the eye and say, when you leave this earth, and say with the heart that you carry, because let's be clear, God judges you based on your heart. When you leave this world, your heart is being judged. That's why God says it's important to forgive, because you can't enter the gates. You can't enter the kingdom with an unforgiving heart, with an unclean heart. It's your heart that he's judging. So you think that you can be racist? You think that you can discriminate? You think that you can hate a group of people that God created, and you can sit at God's table and eat with God and his people with hatred in your heart? You better think the fuck twice. See, I feel sorry for a lot of you motherfuckers, because you lost as fuck. Your soul so motherfucking lost. You so caught up in the earthly realm that you ain't tapped into your spiritual self. You ain't awakened. You ain't enlightened, baby. And you think that we give a fuck because that you choose somebody else outside of your own, like they give a fuck about you, or like they like you they damn self. What you're wanted because you're a basketball sensation, or you're a football star, because you've came up and made somebody yourself after coming from the dirt, coming from the hood. Most of you, if you was a regular motherfucker, they won't want your ass. Let's be clear about that. So you go off to put them in lavish homes and houses and all type of shit and make their families rich. Meanwhile, demeaning and putting down your own kind. And then when shit hit the fan, they trying to take you for everything the fuck you got. How Dr. Dre wife tried to do him. Oh yeah, bitch, let's talk about it. I don't give a fuck who don't like it, bitch. I said it. Just like Dr. Dre wife. Oh, bitch, let's talk about it. Oh, now he's this monster. Oh, now he's this woman beater. So what that's what she say? He this woman beater. but he wasn't an issue when he was the rap star Dre, when he was the big producer Dre. He wasn't an issue then when you wanted him. You already knew what you was getting into, ho. Cause when he was beating Miss Chalet ass and did how he did her, you took him away from Miss Chalet. Let's talk about it. Ain't that supposedly what happened? You took him from Miss Chalet, a black woman. Yeah. When he was so-called beating her ass. But he was who he was. He was Dr. Dre. He was Dr. Dre, so you ain't give a fuck about the man he was, because you was too busy looking at the material shit. How successful he was. And then now all of a sudden, oh, let's get a divorce because he be beating my ass. Bitch, he was been beating your ass, and you knew that. He was beating Miss Chalet ass, but you accepted it and you dealt with it because of who the fuck he was. Had he not been Dr. Dre, you wouldn't have fucked with him. And now he all complaining and shit. Oh, she trying to take all your money that you work hard for. You be so busy trying to keep shit from a black woman. When a black woman when most black women, they truly love you motherfuckers. Stick by you when you ain't got shit. Get it out the mud with your ass. A lot of y'all be living in a black woman house. The bills that she pay all them motherfuckers. While you sit your ass around the house eating up all the kids' snacks and shit. Ain't doing a fuck thing but on your ass. But want to call her trash and she ain't shit. When you ain't got no motherfucking job, you stand in a black woman shit. But you can disrespect her like that. And then get on your feet and gain the world. And then go be with another kind. And try to talk shit about your own. Who you had to leech off your own back. You leeched and used your own to get to where the fuck you at. Don't nobody give a fuck about what you prefer. Your preference is your preference. Love who you love. But treat everybody with respect and treat everybody the same. And just because you prefer another race don't mean you should put down another one. That's not pleasing in God's eyes. To put down one group of race because you prefer another one. And then keep bringing up this bullshit. See, let me talk. Because see, I'm a black bitch. Because see, I'm a black bitch. That's what y'all like to call around, a black bitch. I'm a black bitch who educated. I'm a black bitch who had a daddy. Let's be clear about that. My daddy took us on little dates to the ice cream parlor. Paid for studio time for me. My daddy was sitting in the studio with me, paying for studio time with me. Had contracts looked over for me by a lawyer. Shit like that. Spent time with his daughter. That's why the bitch that came into his life, that's why she had a problem with me. Because my dad spent so much time with me. And asking why you always spending time with her. But see, unlike a lot of you, because you're not the man who my father was. So unlike a lot of you, you have daughters who you leave out looking for love and looking for a man to accept her. But she keep running to men like her father, like you, who was never present. So she end up dating men who keep abandoning her and running off on her because she don't really know what a real man's supposed to be. She don't really know how a man really supposed to treat a woman because you never showed your daughter that. You never showed your daughter that. You never showed your son that. What a real man's supposed to be, how he should treat his mother, because you didn't show him. Because you didn't treat his mother right. So you got sons that's out in the streets because they mother busting their ass doing the best they can to provide for your son that you failed to take care of and be there for. So now they end up in the streets and end up losing their life to the streets, or end up losing their life to the system behind bars because they didn't have a father to show them the right way on a straight and narrow path. See, the Bible says teach a child in the way they should go. But even if they stray away, they will always come back to that, to what you taught them. Even if they stray away, they will always come back to what you taught them. But see, you weren't around to do none of that shit. So they trying to figure it out on their own. And then you got all this animosity. You got all this childhood trauma. You got all this trauma in your ass. And you trying to put it off on the people who ain't got shit to do with it. You trying to put it off on your people because what your dad did to you. Or your mama wasn't there in your life, or your mama wasn't for you. Got mama issues, you got daddy issues and shit. You had to grow up in the system and shit, getting abused and shit like that. So you got beef with your whole thinking all us the fucking same. Thinking all us the fucking same. That's a you problem. Self-hate. Self-hate. And you're part of the problem of what's wrong with America. You're part of the problem, baby. You don't see it. You want what you like to say? What Uncle Luke said? Because I've been saying a lot of this shit, bullshit, floating around on the internet and shit. What Uncle Luke said? Oh, I like my women natural and clean. So all black women dirty? You got dirty in all races. You got Spanish women don't like to clean. You got white women that don't clean. You got dirty in all races. Dirty is not a race. The fuck? That's how ignorant your ass is. And then you want to say, oh, the fake eyelashes. Let me say something else too. Cause see, I'm a cosmetologist. Let's talk about that too. I'm a cosmetologist. Yeah. Let me make that clear. Licensed cosmetology at that. Yeah, that's what I am. Okay. So I know, right? I know this shit. So you want to say, oh, black girls they get their lashes. Let me break it to you, baby. It's not just black women who wear lashes. You know that, right? You know that a lot of Hispanic women, they get individual lashes done. They go to the estheticians and they get individual lashes. You know that, right? You have what you call strip lashes. You have what you call individuals. They get individuals. You got white women that get individual lashes. You got white women that get, and Hispanic women that get lip fillers to get their lips look plumper and juicier and fatter. You know how black women lips have that fullness. They like that too. You know that, right? What else he said? He said about weave. Oh, you know, not just black women wear weave, right? You know, if you go to like the upper echelon areas like Beverly Hills and shit, you know, whether rich and shit, you know, the wealthy, you know, populate. You do know if you go inside those salons, you do know that those white girls and even some of those, you know, Caucasian and Hispanic girls and stuff like that, you do know they get weave too, right? You just can't tell it, but they get weave too. They get what you call those micro links. You know what micro links is? They get those. They get the clip-in extensions and shit to give their hair fullness. They like that fullness to their hair, right? You're talking to a licensed cosmetologist. Yeah, I know this. Yeah, I know. You didn't know that? Yeah, they get that. So they wear weave too. You know that, right? Not just black girls. I didn't know you know that. And what else he said? He don't like the BBLs. You know that a lot of black women don't need BBLs because they naturally are shaped like that. A lot of black girls naturally have that slim waist and that fat ass and those hips and those curves. They don't need BBLs. The only thing that they need most of the time is just a tummy tuck from having your kids, fucking up their bodies from having your kids that you ain't around to take care of, but be a sperm donor. Leave them to be just a baby mama. Have them just a baby mama. They're a baby mama because of your ass. That's why they're baby mamas, because of you. That's why they're a baby mama. So if you're tired of certain things in your community, why don't you change it and do something about it? Because you're part of the problem, baby. However, you got white girls, you got other races. They're going to get the BBLs. They're going to get the fat asses and the hips and shit. Yeah, a lot of them are going to get that. But it's a problem when we do it, but it's okay when they do it. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. It just shows your level of ignorance and how uneducated you are. You know, because if you was in that profession, if you was in a profession of beauty and cosmetology, you would know that it's not just a black girl thing, that black girls get, you know, lashes and extensions. You would know that. But due to your ignorance, you know, unfortunately, it's just sad that you have the mindset and you think the way you think. You know, you think like that. Yeah. So, all black women aren't on Section A. All black women aren't dumb. You know, I went to college. I went to a basically like a trade school as well. I graduated with a high school diploma. I actually graduated from a white school, to be more specific, if you want to know. Bitch, you be them fuck niggas that got all this smoke for a woman. Like to put your hands on women and shit like that. You be them types. But don't be having all that smoke for another fucking man. Because you're weak. You're punk. You're pathetic. You're sad. I said it. Love who you love. Be with who you want to be with. But keep black women out of it. You don't have to put down a black woman because you choose to be with a Hispanic woman, or you choose to be with a white woman, or whatever you prefer. Who gives a fuck? Because we damn sure don't give a fuck. The problem is you keep speaking negative on black women because that's what you prefer. You motherfuckers want something for nothing. You want a black woman to cook, clean, do all that shit, and still leave her ass high and dry, still out here run the streets, be a fucking hoe, do what the fuck you want to do, treat that woman like shit. And because a black woman don't need your ass, they don't have to put up with your shit, they can pay their own, but they pay their own shit. They don't need your fucking money. They don't need shit from you. And they get the fuck on and leave. So you guys have a lovely day. And for whoever of those that it triggered or you feel offended, it's just because you're one of those motherfuckers. And I don't give a fuck. But peace. Have a nice day, you guys. Bye.